Okay, this is the audience, such as we are. Hey, Fuzzy, you.
We all love animals. Why do we call some pets and others dinner? Consider George Bernard Shaw's words, "Animals are my friends, and I don't eat them." Imagine you lived in a farm your whole life and you're only an innocent little boy or girl, and you have a best friend who's a cow named Betsy. You always fed her yourself and showed her where the best grass is. Then one day, you come home from school and she's not there. You ask your father, only to find out that she had been slaughtered so the person could eat her. You've lost your best friend that day to a stupid idea that it's necessary to eat meat. I was once a meat eater like most of you in this audience, but for many reasons I've decided to become a vegetarian. After being meat-free for a year now, I'd like to enlighten you all as to why I chose this option and why you could possibly make the same change as I did. Becoming a vegetarian will benefit your health, the environment, and be more ethical, has an ethical option as opposed to a diet that includes meat. Every year, billions of animals are raised and slaughtered for human consumption. In today's factory farms, animals are confined to extremely small spaces, so farmers can concentrate on the maximizing production. Becoming a vegetarian can result in weight loss, healthier skin and hair, and possibly more energy. According to Mayo Clinic research has shown, in average, people who follow this particular diet eat fewer calories and less fat than non-vegetarians. Vegetarians have much less chances of getting many chronic degenerative diseases and conditions such as heart disease. They also tend to have a lower body weight as a result. Vegetarians have a lower risk chance of developing heart disease than meat eaters. According to a study published in the website Vanderbilt, this large-scale study by researchers studied 76,000 men and women from different countries, such as United Kingdom, USA, and Germany. Overall, vegetarians were found to have a 24% lower risk of dying from heart disease than those who do eat meat. They also show meat eaters are twice as likely to die from heart disease, and 60% are most likely to die from cancer than vegetarians. Now, most people assume that we need meat in order to survive, and we even evolved to do it. While it may be true that it applies to the Paleolithic era, for instance, where meat was the main diet, it doesn't really apply to the quality of modern meat today. For cows these days, farmers feed them corn or grain, which they cannot process. And as they get sick, they're forced to give them antibiotics or hormone injections, which we inject ourselves. And the best solution to buy healthy meat is the organic kind. Organic meat comes from animals that have been taken with great care, as opposed to regular meat, where animals have been treated equally before their death and cruelly. Vegetarians don't actually completely remove meat from their diet. As a vegetarian, what we do is advocate vegetables. We make them attractive to you so that the line can always be crossed without objection. Another famous objection is that people think you don't get enough protein based off your vegetarian food. From the website Vegetarian Society, all plants and fruits have 3 to 5% calories in protein form, even spinach. As long as you're eating sufficient calories needed for your weight, you will easily be able to get enough protein from vegetarian food. This is a chart where the U.S. has a high BMI compared to China, who has a low BMI. And on the top here, if a person converts to a vegetarian diet, then they lose up to 25 pounds for a year. So as a vegetarian, I can't say it's necessarily healthier. He or she could choose to eat chips, cheese, and chocolate, for instance, but in general, they do eat more fruits and vegetables than meat eaters and more unrefined grains. They tend to eat less processed food and generally have a lower salt or sodium intake due to not consuming processed meat products such as bacon, smoked, and salted hams. A vegetarian diet can be high in fiber and is also more eco-friendly and sustainable for the environment. I hope that I have enlightened you all to the matters of vegetarianism. Eating a healthy vegetarian diet is not difficult. It's actually not expensive, and with some planning and research, it can be very rewarding. In fact, I saved a lot of money when I quit buying meat compared to what I'm spending in the future. Becoming a vegetarian has substantial health benefits, can help prevent animal cruelty, and avoid destructive diseases, and can help protect the environment. So next time you're in a restaurant and you're picking out a meal, break your addiction in meat for a change, and consider a salad instead of meat. The world will thank you for once.
Yay!
Any questions?
Now, what was the main cause of your transition from a standard meat-eating diet to that of one more based on vegetarianism?
Well, I watched this documentary. It's called Food Matters. And basically what they say is that you are what you eat. And I find that kind of true. If you eat more processed and meat, you basically, I don't know, tend to be overweight. And I don't know, I think it's just healthier when you consume more vegetables and fruit in your diet.
Do you feel healthier since you've switched over?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Man.